What is up and welcome back. I am Jack Scott. I am an AI and cybersecurity expert, and I run my own company called the Zara AI, where I help organizations understand AI in a secured space. So, with that said, what am I going to teach you today? Well, I'm going to teach you how to create a proposal builder using VS Code. Now, down below in the show notes, you'll have my open source repository, which has the code base to help you build this out. It's essentially a drag and drop into a large language model that you already have. I use Claude Code. That's what I would recommend for this. It works, in my opinion, phenomenal. Now, I'm giving you guys a cheat code because it probably took me 2 weeks, 3 weeks to build this, and I'm constantly tweaking it. I think the template that I have now is really amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually walk you through tech stack that I am using for this platform. So I'm going to really quickly walk you as we go through some of these things. I'm going to actually walk you through some of my like tech stack that I'm using for this platform as it builds out the proposal in real time. I also turned on some music because just quietness is cool, but it's a little airy. Okay, cool. Let me make this really fast. Hold on. Yeah, recommended. Yes. Okay, cool. I've got so many freaking agents going on over here, and one just pinged me, and I want to keep it moving. I'm building a social media automation platform called Get Log Off. More to follow on that. That's going to be really rad. And it's not going to just post to your social media channels. I'm building it out to actually like allow you to load up like 23 videos, and then it does all the slicing and dicing for you. And then it'll give you a ton of different video clips for you at YouTube and Instagram and all this stuff. Shorts, longs, whatever. All right. So, with that being said, let me share my screen and show you VS Code, and then I'm going to just show you plug and play, and we'll go from there. So I've got this running right here. All I'm going to do is take meeting notes that I had, go over here, Control Shift, drop it in there. Review these meeting notes and provide me with a proposal based on the discussion and scope I just had with the clients. Most of this is already built out, so I don't have to give it a massive prompt. I would check too. I'm pretty sure my model that I'm using right now is defaulting Opus 5. That's fine. Yeah, because I'm pretty much out of my Fable 5. I don't need to charge my life away at this moment. So this is going to run right now, but while it's running, some of the proposal page things that I have, I've got different layers in here. I've got markup and style using HTML, interactivity. I've got JavaScript obviously in there. Animation is pure CSS. There's a signature, native signature block in there to be able to get signatures created when the individual signs, digital signature. PDF generator, so allows the individual to download automatically, and it auto sends me the PDF once they're done. Some Google fonts. I host this in Vercel. Vercel is amazing. I probably I need to get a referral thing for them. The back end, I have Stripe, Resend, Vercel Blob for storage, transactioning emails. The Stripe piece, if you don't have Stripe, this is critical for, well, you could use another payment one, but I like Stripe. What's great about Stripe is this proposal and how I have it built is it allows me to be able to drop meeting notes immediately in there after post meeting. It's going to go through it because I make sure that I hit certain things when I'm in my scoping calls with my client. I've had this client before. We're just scoping the work and moving into a phase 2, into a retainer based style. So everything you're going to see, I've already, prior to this, I staged it where the agent's going to pull out all the proprietary information, all of the actual cost data. So you're just seeing a demo here just for a fun fact on that. So nothing you're going to see is going to be proprietary. This saves me hours of time. I've gotten it down to a science that within 10 minutes I can have the call, I can do the drop the meeting notes into this particular agent. It'll build the proposal. I'll see it. I can review it. I can test it. And then if they're on, say, a monthly plan, this is a 3-month plan, it will send them a Stripe. They will sign. They'll be redirected to Stripe. They'll pay there, and they'll automatically be added to a subscription. And then it will auto send email updates telling them prior to their credit card being charged, all done literally within a moment of like minutes when I drop it into this agent. It builds it all out for me, and all I have to do is go in. It'll also build the email draft for me. I'll go into the email, review the draft, then I'll review the proposal, provide any feedback that I need to. It's a living, breathing URL, so it makes it really easy to send to a client and also update it. And then once I'm done, I send to the client, and they have a certain amount of time to be able to sign, and we are GTG, and life is good. I did not need that to go again. I put it on pause, and I was coming back because it took about, just to give you an idea, about 3 or 4 minutes to run this for me. So we have, let me pull this up for you. We have it completed and done. It's given me the demo live clean right here, kind of going over the locations and just extra data, just however you kind of want to lay. It can summarize everything for you. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like, which I think it's pretty cool, in my opinions. Okay, so let me bring back the screen. All right, so this is the finished product. I think it's very clean, chic. I have another example I can show you of another one I did that's darker, but this is, you always want to have the bluff up front. Now, this is a scoped client. I've already worked with the client before. Typically what I'll do is have the problem statement and executive summary up front. This is just a unique one to show you. These can go many ways, but most of the time clients will want to see the bottom line up front with a, what are you going to be solving for me? And then how are you going to get there? So the what, the so what, and then the what next. Where you are, this is kind of just talking through with this client. I have a very good idea of where they are, so I added this in. These are all just examples. This is not real life data, but this allowed her to be able to see where I understood where she was at. This is also a great way of you just checking your homework and being like, this is how I understand the scoping. This is where we're going, where I'm going to be leading you with this proposal. Gives them, again, more information. Always want a roadmap in there. I always add the roadmap. You can add one. I like this one because you can see all of the 1.1s to 1.5. It breaks down some of the information. On the one I sent to the client, I actually had these bullet point. I'm not a big on paragraphs. It's just cluttery. Breaks it into 2 months, 3 months. I'm a big milestone person. I will tell you from experience working with clients or having clients, knowing people like clients that are working with engineers, some of their key complaints is not having clear milestones, and will be burning hours and burning moments, burning time, but not knowing, well, what am I going to get in the first month? What am I going to get in the second month? I would even add in here, if you can specify like your foundation is going to reduce your manual hours by, I don't know, 10 hours a week, because you're no longer going to have to go and pull down those 7 Excel documents anymore. Instead, those are going to be automated into this portal or this platform or your email address, reducing you by this amount. That's what's going to happen on month 1. Or month 1 could be, you're going to reduce, they have, I'm just random, 7 softwares, and you're going to get them down to 5, and you're going to eliminate 2 of them. That is like a very good metrics for a client to be able to understand. Obviously, you want the investment, make it clear and clear and concise. Like, what are they getting? How is it broken up? Sometimes I put hours, sometimes I don't. I'm a milestone person. I will sometimes, if the client is like, I want somebody that's part-time. Got it. Cool. 10 hours a week, 20 hours a week. What is that? Part-time. Okay, this is, and then you'll do a rate. But I like project-based work because sometimes things are take longer than others. And then how we work, I think this is just nice to have. Milestones, delivery, what I need from you. This is my ask. Do I need access to accounts, things like that for them to get to me? This is on them. Cadence of reporting, so there's no like questions about it. And then anything outside of that, terms of billing, etc. Then they can come over here. It's nice and clean. I've already pre-signed it, which is awesome. You can go in there. They can fill out their information, date, sign it. Once they hit it, they'll have an option to download a signed copy. Boom, it downloads, and then they can click on this, start billing. That will then take them to the Stripe page, and that will, if it's a 4-month contract, 3-month contract, whatever, they'll have a subscription button. They subscribe, you're good to go. It's pretty much plug and play. You don't have to worry about it after that. It will follow up with them, and then you'll obviously need to make sure that they're doing their payments and making their payments on time, but it's all integrated into that. So then again, like I said before, I've already created like the framework for you. It's in the open public repo of my GitHub. Check it out, build it, play with it. Here, really quick, actually, while I'm on it, let me show you one example of one that I did. 1 second. Okay, so we're back. Great. Let me bring this up. So this is an example. Fake information here. Okay, this is just an example data. They got this. I like this proposal too. This was for my first client in. The font, not in love with the font. This was like initially the problem statement. Thanking them for their time, walking them through the dashboard, the tooling, the whole funnel. Here's what I keep hearing. You're running a growing business, but the top of your funnel leaks. Leaks call, no one picks up for hours, and there's no system telling your team who to call back first. So let's start there. It's just kind of a conversation of the problem statement. I got a lot of good feedback on this. I just got bored with it. The challenge is the problem statements. Like I told you, I like to do the problem statement up front. This is the solution. Boom, boom, boom. Get into the scope of work. The only thing I didn't like about this, you can't really drill into any of these. This was the scope of work. So phase 1, breaking everything out. I also wasn't a fan of how this just kind of stacked on top of each other. Felt like it wasn't super easy to read. I like the timeline breakout though. Again, I think there needs to be a little bit more value broken into this, but these were broken into weeks, and then it broke it into total time of hours, cost investment. I had this to get them to sign within 5 business days. I would take X more off. A lot of clients will do that if you want to do that. And then letting them know up front there's going to be ongoing care provided. And then any guarantees that you want to provide, I added in here. My guarantees are around giving them a portion of their money back if I don't guarantee that I'm going to reduce their man hours by X amount during the week. And then overall terms of engagement, next steps, mutual NDAs. I did this specifically for a client because I was working with a high compliance client. So that's why you don't need you don't essentially always need the contract will do the job. And then there's an acceptance here. They essentially sign, date, do all the things. And then if this was a real thing, it would populate Stripe for them. And then they would go to Stripe. So different integrations, different ways of doing the flow. Those are some examples. Let me know if you try this out, what you do differently, and please share it with others. I love it. Again, I am Jax with the Zara AI. I'll keep dropping more content in here, and let me know if it helps you all. Bye.